Okay, so I'm going to show you how to convert between kilograms and pounds. What is the connection between kilograms and pounds? Okay, if you go into a supermarket or into a shop, you will notice that sugar is now measured in kilograms. Okay, but many years ago, if you'd gone to buy sugar in a shop, you would have seen 2.2 pounds. Okay, so there is a rough equivalent between them. And if you want to ask any older members of the family to see if they can remember when sugar was labelled in pounds. Okay, so here we've got the the equivalent of a kilogram is approximately 2.2 pounds. So we would write it with that symbol in the middle. So you'd need to copy down that information. When you're ready, move on. So converting between kilograms and pounds, because we know that a kilogram is approximately 2.2 pounds, the conversions we need to use are here. Okay, so this information would need to be written down. So kilograms to pounds, you need to multiply by 2.2, and pounds to kilograms, you would divide by 2.2. So copy that information down, and then when you're ready, move on to the next slide. So for example 1, convert 4 kilograms to pounds. So kilograms to pounds is when we multiply by 2.2. So we need to do 4 times 2.2. So you could just write that down 4 times, because 4 is a low number, and you'd end up with 8.8, which is correct. Okay. Alternatively, if you use the grid method, make it into 22 times 4. Okay. 4 times 2 is 8. Add the 0. 4 times 2 is 8. And then when you add these together, you'll end up with 88. But if you're using the grid method, because we made it into 22, we'd multiply that by 10. So you'd have to divide by 10 at the end. So you'd still get the same answer. Okay. When you're ready, next slide. Example 2, convert 3.5 kilograms to pounds. So again, I need to multiply by 2.2. So 3.5 times 2.2. Okay, I can make this into 35 by multiplying by 10. I can make this into 22 by multiplying by 10. So let's work this calculation out. Okay, so again, a box method, 35, and then 22. So by partitioning the numbers, we can work it out using the grid. Okay, put a times in there. So how does it work? Well, 2 times 3 is 6. Add in the 2 zeros. Okay, then we're going to do 20 times 5. So 2 times 5 is 10. Add the 0. 2 times 30. Well, 2 times 3 is 6. And then you add the 0. 2 times 5, the last one is 10. So when you've got a grid with 4 numbers, remember now these are the numbers you're adding to get the total. So we'd have 600, 100, 60, 10 added together. Okay, that's not the final answer, because remember at the start we multiplied by 10 twice. So what we need to do is to divide by 10 twice, or divide by 100, which is the same. So you'll end up with 7.7 pounds. When you're ready, move to the next slide. Example 3, converting 4.4 pounds to kilograms. So this time we've got to divide by 2.2. So 4.4 divided by 2.2. This one is a bit easier because it's exactly 2. So that's 2 kilograms. And just to check, if you added 2.2 and 2.2, your answer would be 4.4. So 2 kilograms is correct. When you're ready, move on to the last example. This time I'm converting 13.2 pounds to kilograms. And again, I've got to divide by 2.2. So 13.2 divide by 2.2. Okay, now that looks quite difficult. Okay, but if we follow the rules of dividing by decimals, what I can do is make this into a whole number. So if I make that into 22, this would become 132. Okay, now a top tip, both of these numbers are even. Okay, now if they're both even, divide them both by 2. So half of 132 would be 66. Okay, half of 22 is 11, and then that's a nice easy calculation. 66 divided by 11 is exactly 6, and that is your answer. Okay, another way to do it, okay, you could just keep adding 2.2. Okay, and you would notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, either way, I think somewhere along the lines you'll have to use a bus stop method, possibly. Okay, when you're ready, move on. Okay, for the main task, you need to do the first column, convert into pounds, and the second column, convert into kilograms. So look back at the examples, look at the method, and just try your best, okay? When you're ready, move on to the next slide for the answers. Okay, so there are your answers. Mark them. And then when you're ready, you can move on to the checking question. Okay, so for the checking question, Maya and Mike are twins. When they were born, Maya weighed 2.5 kilograms and Mike weighed 5.3 pounds. Who weighed the heaviest? Okay, so copy the question down, have a go, and then when you're ready, move on to the next slide with the answers. Okay, so we know that Maya weighs 2.5 kilograms and Mike weighed 5.3 pounds. So you've got a choice. You can either change them both into pounds or you can change them into kilograms, okay? So if I look at Maya, if I change her weight into pounds, I would have to do 2.5 times 2.2. Okay, so remember from the method we've used before, make that into 25 times 22. Okay, 2 times 2 is 4, add the 2 noughts. Put some extra lines in. 20 times 5, well 2 5s are 10, add the extra 0. 2 times 2 is 4, add the 0, 2 times 5 is 10. So when you add them up, you add the 4 numbers, you'll end up with 550. But remember, I'd multiplied by 10 to get 25, I've multiplied that by 10 to get 22. So I've got to divide by 100. So that's 5.5 pounds. So just by doing that, you can see that Maya's weight is heavier than the 5.3 pounds. Okay, so the answer would be Maya. She was 5.5 pounds. Okay, now before I finish, if you decided that you wanted to change Mike's weight into kilograms, the calculation would have been 5.3 divided by 2.2. Okay, and I think it was an easier calculation changing Myers into the pounds. Okay, I hope you found that useful. Thank you.